Hello everyone and welcome! Today I'm going to be showing you how you can improve your city using vertical half slabs and the structure voids. As you can see all around me, these are a mess, but they are so cool. And yeah, I'm here to show you what this is, and yeah, let's just get right into it. Oh, this is also the 100 sub anniversary special edition something, I don't know. But thank you so much for 100 subs. It's 100 subs. It is insane. I to be honest, I never thought this would happen, and that video that got like 5,000 views, that's insane. That's insane. Anyway, let's get on with this vertical half slab and structure voids. So structure voids are really cool because you can add a lot more. You can pretty much change the position of fences and walls. As you can see, this is a mess. Anyway, but you can do simple things like this to add a little bit. Oh, you gave me egg. Do I get baby chicken? Yes, I do. Okay. Anyway, you can add like supports to the little overhang. This is really cool. You can just add a lot more detail to the sides of your builds. Just make it look a little bit thicker. I really like the corners. Getting a wall, putting it in between these two things, and it makes an insane detail because it adds just a little bit more depth that sometimes builds are missing. Like without it, it just doesn't look nearly as good. It just looks really flat, and it doesn't look as great as having a double thing. So now moving on to the, I guess, one of the second tips. I love that it makes these flat. Like, look at that. That just looks so nice. It's just so flat and neat. And you just put structure voids across the top of it using kind of like the vertical half slab. As you can see right here, it is indeed a vertical half slab. So, and then something else I really like to do is get a stair, wall, stair, and then put two structure voids on either side. It really makes it so the support look a lot better from far away. And also, as you can see, there's another one of these right here. And now moving on to the top of the roof, I really wanted to just add a little bit more depth to the sides to make them a little bit more supported. So you just grab one, put it on the side, connects it. And at the top, as you can see, there is way more support on the things. So as you can see right here, it's gone all the way around. And then on this one, I really like this one because it has like a big support at the top. It's kind of intricate, and then it goes up to a thinner pillar, and then it goes up to a higher one. It makes the spire look a little bit more, give it a little bit more structure from the base to the top. It's really cool. So now we're kind of moving on from these two builds, and we're going to move in. So now one of the third tips is making little tree trunks. If you get a fence, you build it up, you can put it on the side, make it look like there's little branches hanging out. It's really cool. Also, you can do it up here too. It's really easy. It just makes a little bit more depth that you wouldn't have noticed. I'm going to drop that right there. You just stay right there, little eggy. And then coming over here, if you want a nice street lamp, you can add some supports to the side to make it just look a little bit more significant. Oh yeah, and if you come up here, I added a little bit more support to the side just to make them a little bit thicker. And now, this is one of my favorite ones, and that is just adding barrel, fence, and then putting two structure voids to the side. It just adds a lot more support, so it's not just fence up. It gives a little bit more detail to the sides, and I really like that. It's really crazy. And then, as you can see, there's another fence. Now, this is another one of my favorites because it just adds so much more support. And like these are just so much thicker and they connect to the ceiling. It's really cool. And you just put a bunch of structure voids, but it really makes it a lot better. You do the same thing with the windows if you want a little more support right over there. And now, as you can see, more vertical half slabs coming into play. It's just a nice little barrier that isn't super big. And if I got a block, if I grabbed a block over here, it would end up connecting just like that. And you got some vertical half slabs that just look amazing right over there. So I just really like this because you don't have any interruptions kind of with this. It's just straight across. It's amazing. And if you're enjoying this video so far, please be sure to give it that like button because then I actually know these are things that you want. And if you want to see some more build tutorials, please comment below if you want to see build tutorials, or do you want to see like a survival let's play or anything like that. Like, it would really help tell me what you want to see, because I really want to make the best content that I can for you guys. So now back onto the video. This is a little bridge, and boy, oh boy, this is amazing. Like, look at the support. You can just make your bridges way more detailed with not as much effort by just placing these structure voids on either side. It's great. I did it on all the sides, and it just adds some more support and diversity to your builds. Another thing, just adding more support to builds. That's a lot of what it is. There's another lamppost, and coming around to another part. This is just like a tower, and if you grab the walls, put them in between, and then put a structure void on top of it, you can add just these tiny little crevices that just make it look way more detailed. And I really like this design because it's still kind of flat, but it adds more detail like that. Now, moving on to this one. This is the most intricate one, I would say. Well, not the most. It's pretty intricate. But you can add bases at the bottom, put a row all the way up, and then at the top, capping it off with another one to make it kind of like the bottom. It just adds a lot more support, and it looks like it's building up to something and not just straight out of the wall. There's a line, and that's mostly what it is. Now, this is using the vertical half slabs to their maximum potential. Like, if you come over this way, it just gives a little bit more depth when you're walking by and using these vertical half slabs. So you just have this, the walls that go all the way up from the bottom. You could add another one if you want it a little more detailed like that, but I think it's a little too excessive. So I just like doing this, adds more detail. And then the same thing with this, you can just make it look a lot more chaotic and rubbly until you reach the top. And it also connects these right there. You see that little blip? Bloop, 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 bloop. It just connects it to the wall, which I really like. Now, oh yeah, here's a sign. If you want to have a sign that kind of points in the direction, you can just get a structure void, put it on the side, and it's like, oh, this goes this way. The castle is up that way, which I haven't built. But if you would love to see, smash that like button, and I'll build the castle eventually. Oh yeah, this is this is my city world that I'm working on, and I decided to add some, yeah, vertical half slabs to it and other things like that. And I can't wait for this whole thing to be done and see all the vertical half slabs and whatever in it. It's amazing. Now you can have a little pen and you can just put the structure voids across the top of it, and it just connects it so it looks a lot nicer. Now we're wrapping up, and this is one of the last things, but just more supports right here. It's amazing. Add another branch if you want. It's great. And that's pretty much everything. So if you did enjoy this, you like seeing all these vertical half slabs, a little bit more diverse tutorials on builds, thank you for watching, and yeah, let me know in the comments what you want to see. If you want to see more ideas like this and vertical half slab nonsense, then yeah, let me know in the comments below. And thank you again for 100 subs. Like, it is amazing. It is crazy. I never thought it would happen. Thank you so much, and stay crispy. Stay crispy.